Yo, 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 what's going on, good folks? Welcome to another edition of High Sodium Content. So high, so salty. Now, in tonight's episode, we're going to be looking at a video from the Lackluster channel. And if you haven't seen any of his work, it's really good. He does a lot of stuff about law enforcement, corruption, yada, 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 all that good stuff. And, make sure you like and subscribe and, do all that stuff to his channel. And also like, share, subscribe here for, all that salty goodness. But, if I could just take a moment for a minute, I don't really like sharing my personal life like that. But, I have a family member who's I'm pretty close to is in hospice, so that's why the videos have been kind of infrequent and sporadic, and I'm missing a day here and there. But yeah, so if I seem like not like myself, that's probably why. But with that being said, let's move on to the video.
Did I not tell you to be... Stand up. Shut up! Do what I told you to do! I done told you and you, both of you. I'm not playing with you, homeboy.
I didn't do anything.
You didn't do anything. You can sit in the county jail and say you didn't do something. I'm gonna make a believer out of you for what I'm gonna do.
Welcome back to the Lackluster channel. On December 18th of 2020, 3 separate incidents led to a lawsuit against the Autauga Sheriff's Department and the 911 system. A call for help was initially placed.
I hate to be that guy and play off of stereotypes, but anytime I hear that Southern accent and it's a white dude, it's not always, it's not an absolute, but anytime I hear that accent, it's a white cop in the South, it's you just know there's going to be problems. There's going to be something wrong is going to happen. I don't know what it is.
To 911 by a viewer named Randy, who alleged that his partner had been drinking, arguing, and physically fighting throughout the day. The sheriff's office told Randy that they could not make his partner leave, as they had been residing at the property for several months. Despite the report of domestic violence, the deputy suggested that Randy should drive his partner to a bus station so he could go back to Ohio.
Well, like I said, y'all just need to be grown-ups. You take him to the bus station. If he ain't even got the money, you need to... Yeah. If it costs $50 to get him home, that way this is done and it's over.
I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to do that.
Just go on and be a man about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm willing to do that. I don't want him to hurt himself. I don't want him to hurt nobody.
The best thing to do is let him get home, and then that's all for you.
Yeah.
Randy agreed, but 15 minutes later, deputies were called back, as the arguing hadn't stopped. And again, the deputies ordered Randy to drive his partner to the Montgomery Greyhound bus station.
So that's what we're going to have to do. We're just going to have to arrest him.
I tried to take him to Montgomery. I don't really have enough money for a hotel, and I don't want to put one in my name. If he goes to crash, then it's in my name.
Well, why don't you take him to the bus stop?
I tried.
You gonna go to the bus stop?
Yes.
That's what you said.
I will.
That's what you said a few minutes ago.
Yes.
That's what you said a few minutes ago. Then he called back and said you ain't gonna go. But I'm gonna tell you something. When we put you in jail, you gonna stay in jail. You understand that?
Yes.
Are you willing to go to the bus stop?
Yes. I'll take it. I will take it.
Yeah, he's going to take you, or you going to go with us. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I'm fed up with this now.
Okay.
This is the second time we done dealt with you, homeboy.
Sir, I'm sorry.
Are you going to take him to the bus?
Sir, and I'll buy him a ticket.
Are you going to get in and go to the bus stop?
Yes, sir.
Get in. If he calls us back, you go to the county. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
This time, the deputy would follow them to the county line to ensure they were gone, or at least out of their jurisdiction and no longer their problem. Not long after, a third call was made. Randy was allegedly continuously attacked during the drive, and his partner wasn't allowed on a bus because of his level of intoxication. So instead, Randy drove back to Watauga County and brought his partner to the sheriff's office. The two were separated there until Lieutenant Bart Watkins arrived on scene.
How you doing? Y'all went to Montgomery and done come back.
No, he brought me back here because he don't want me to come back to the house. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't have nowhere to go.
Take him at the bus
I don't have where to go.
I called MPD and MPD said,
No. I told you to take him. You had an agreement that you guys had been in an argument. Y'all called us, okay? We come out and did a police report for domestic violence. All right.
Yes.
You said you were going to take him to the bus.
You said domestic violence? Huh. Oh, I did not mean to do that. My bad. Oh, yeah.
Been drinking, arguing, and fighting so he could go back to a. He agreed, but
To do. We're just going to have to arrest him.
That's what you said.
problem. Not long after, the two were separated.
I don't know where to
take
go.
him at the bus
I don't have where to go.
I called MPD and MPD said,
No. I told you to take him. You had an agreement that you guys had been in an argument. Y'all called us, okay? We come out and did a police report for domestic violence. All right.
Yes.
You said you were going to take him to the bus place in Montgomery.
I did.
He didn't know. You did not.
I did take him.
Okay. All
He
right.
said no.
You said you would go.
No,
Okay,
he did not.
I see.
Okay.
I
Well,
see.
so you guys have been into an argument again?
No, we haven't been in an argument. No, we haven't.
I
He
took
just don't want me to come to the house.
Greyhound, and you can ask my friends there out in the parking lot. I took him to Greyhound.
No, you didn't.
He would
Oh,
not get
yeah,
out of
okay.
my car.
Okay.
I called
Makes
MPD,
sense.
called 911, and they sent out some people, and they said because they smelled alcohol, that he could not get on the bus.
No, he did not take me to the old Greyhound station.
Okay.
That's a
So
lie.
why did you bring him back here?
That's a lie. You don't nobody telling nothing.
Hey, I'm not talking to you.
Okay.
They threatened to arrest us, I guess, for alcohol. They smelled the
That's a lie.
alcohol.
He didn't take me nowhere.
I called 911 in Montgomery at the bus station, downtown Montgomery.
Uh-huh.
I took him to Montgomery. Just
Okay.
like you said.
Okay, why did you come back here?
He didn't take me to the Greyhound station.
They
You don't
told
smell nothing on
me.
my breath because y'all didn't even smell it.
Did I not tell you to be... Stand up. Put your hands... Stand up. Put your hands behind your back right now. You under arrest. You understand that?
Randy's partner has now been arrested for public intoxication, not for the domestic violence that had been reported by Randy during the 3 previous encounters. The Watauga County Sheriff's Office and Montgomery Police Department advised Randy to take his alleged assailant into his own 3 previous encounters.
So 8 p.m. initial call saying I had been attacked at my home. 9:04 requested deputies to return due to Jason opening and refusing to close passenger door while car was moving. At 8 p.m. again, initial calls. Okay.
Watauga County Sheriff's Office and Montgomery Police Department advised Randy to take his alleged assailant into his own vehicle to a bus station, but when his partner was unable to load onto a bus, instead of returning home and continuing to be battered, Randy decided to bring his assailant to the sheriff's office, and this decision also results in Randy's arrest.
You under arrest. You understand that? For public intoxication, or I'm gonna figure out whatever else I want to charge you with.
See, that,
Stand up.
see,
Put your
that's
hands
crazy.
behind your back right now.
See, that's egregious, man. You know, some of these cops, they take their job way too serious. And then they just want to trump charges up. And they just want to throw everything on top of you. Just throw the book at you. You know, for something, I mean, it's annoying. You know, those guys seem pretty annoying, but I mean, to reach this level of anger off of something so trivial, I mean, this cop obviously has problems and deep psychological issues. That's not that serious.
I didn't do anything, sir.
You under arrest for domestic violence harassment. Shut up! Do what I told you to do. I'm gonna tow your car too. Yeah, I'm towing the Hummer. I'm towing it.
My friend's outside.
Well, you can get the hell out of the car then, because I done told you and you, both of you. Okay? This is the second time I done dealt with you. Third time, all right? I'm not playing with you, homeboy.
I didn't do anything.
You didn't do anything. You can sit in the county jail and say you didn't do something. All right? I'm not tired of fooling with you. You got the right one this time, homeboy. You got the right one. Both of you.
Randy was arrested for harassment or harassing communications, though he was the victim of domestic violence. They both were taken to the county jail.
We're going this way, to the county jail.
Will you get my key?
What else does you got right here?
That's my phone.
Here's your phone, your key.
It's a very, very bizarre case.
To the county jail over here.
I'm just trying to figure out why he got so.
I'm putting you in jail for public intoxication. You. And you going to jail for domestic violence harassment. You going to jail for domestic violence harassment. I'm putting both of you on a $3,000 bond, both of you. You're going to have a 24-hour
judge, jury, and
hold.
executioner?
You are. And you will too for public intox.
Where did they say this was? Alabama? Let's see that.
And every time that you call me on some more BS, you going to the county jail. I warned you till I was blue in the face. Take a right. Third time. You didn't believe me, so I'm gonna make a believer out of you. I'm gonna make a believer out of you, what I'm gonna do.
For some reason,
Damn, they made Hank hell mad. They made him pissed, man. Guess he couldn't sell no more propane and propane accessories. That'll make anybody hostile. God dang it, Bobby.
the DA pursued the charges against Randy, but he was acquitted, and finally, in February of 2022, he filed a lawsuit pro se against the Sheriff's Office, Autauga County, Joshua Cochran, and Lieutenant Bart Watkins in his individual and official capacity under 42 U.S. Code 1983 for due process, civil liberties, and civil rights violations, as well as conspiracy against rights for his false arrest, Brady violations, and obstruction of court orders. The lawsuit alleges that Randy was put in harm's way when he was advised to drive his attacker to the bus station, that his arrest was retaliatory in nature, and that Lieutenant Watkins lied.
I guess, I don't know. I guess it's different because it's two guys, but if it was a male and a female, you wouldn't tell the female to drive the male somewhere or vice versa. But, you know, it's the day and age we live in.
Lied during his deposition to substantiate the charges, claiming that Randy had pushed his partner, though the deputy never testified to that in court. Randy was also deprived of the right to call 911, as the deputy had threatened to put him in jail if he ever used the service.
And every time that you call me on some more BS, you going to the county jail.
The lawsuit also alleges that Randy's bail was set at $2,000, with no prior record at the age of 41. While in jail, he was placed with a Caucasian cellmate being charged with the same crime, but with a bail of only $500, even though Randy's cellmate had an extensive history with the...
Damn, man, I hate to play that card, man, but that's pretty damn racist. That's racist.
Sheriff's Office concerning domestic violence. The lawsuit also included examples of differences of bail based on similar charges but differences of race. The lawsuit also
no.
alleges that the Autauga County Sheriff's Office failed to produce discovery in the form of 911 call audio and videos of the encounter that would have exonerated Randy. Furthermore, the assistant DA withheld arrest reports and a written statement from Deputy Watkins until the day of trial.
That's wild. That's wild.
Turn the camera.
That's some crazy work.
By December of 2022, the defendants moved to dismiss nearly all claims, except First and Fourth Amendment claims against Watkins for false arrest and a claim against McGowan for unlawful seizure.
So they got him for false arrest, unlawful seizure, false imprisonment. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, he's done. He's done. He's finished as a cop. He's finished. That's stupid. That's a stupid way to lose your job and to get sued. And it's just, that's stupid.
Or false imprisonment. The federal court dismissed Autauga County from the case entirely, finding that Alabama sheriffs act on behalf of the state, not the county, when performing law enforcement duties. Because of that, the county could not be held responsible for the alleged conduct of the Autauga County Sheriff's Office employees. The court also dismissed all state claims against Watkins based on Alabama state immunity, not to be confused with qualified immunity, but a doctrine that should be viewed as equally hostile to the citizens of Alabama. However, the court allowed the case to move forward against Watkins and McGowan individually on several claims, and in July of 2025, the case finally settled before heading to trial. But that isn't the end of the story, because just a year prior to the lawsuit settling, Randy was at Prattville City Hall regarding a traffic citation. At the clerk's window, he had a brief exchange with the magistrate about paperwork in the appeals process. According to the complaint, the clerk asked Randy to sign a blank document that she intended to complete later. Randy refused for obvious reasons, and as he turned to leave, he uttered the word, bitch. And despite the fact that no threats were made, no weapons displayed, no gesture suggesting imminent violence, Terry Mathis and Elizabeth Harper both signed documents to initiate a disorder.
Look at that face. Look at that face. You could tell she gonna do some fuck shit. And it's Alabama, and come on, man. Come on now. I don't like being that guy, man, but if the shoe fit, she got the Karen haircut. She got the Karen starter pack. Thick eyeliner, mascara and all that stuff. She got a scowl. Yeah, man, she looked like she need an exorcism, bro. I could smell it through the screen. The fuck shit. I can smell it. I can smell it. You don't got to tell me nothing else. You don't got to tell me a damn thing. Yep. I know she discriminated against that man. Just because. And he already got 2 strikes against him anyway. Gay and black. I mean, you can give him a third one, you know, because he's overweight too. You could do all that. You know, so this is just a pot of just all kinds of nonsense. This is crazy.
Disorderly conduct charge for his language. Officers Colton Lambert and Brandon Goldwire detained him, handcuffed him, and arrested him, and he was transported to the Autauga County Jail. He remained in custody for about 15 hours on a $500 cash-only bond. During his trial, several testimonies conflicted with one another, but the main discrepancy was whether the facts supported disorderly conduct beyond a single profane word. One witness testified that they didn't hear an argument at all. Another said they couldn't determine whether the voices were male or female, and only one alleged witness claims that Randy was even loud. This Randy.
Call time, Mr. J, and you can do that when we get there. I stand outside the car. This shit hurt.
You feel the air back now?
Oh, I ain't worried about no air. I'm worried about the pain.
One of the most soft-spoken people.
Yo. I'm not laughing at his plight, but I mean, that voice is so damn soft. That's a soft man. That's a softy. Yo, this is wild, bro.
I've ever heard. But despite these facts, the alleged victim is a magistrate in the city of Prattville. Several of the witnesses are also magistrates in the city of Prattville.
I know that voice pissed her off. I know that voice pissed her off. Yeah, Ayo, indeed. This got Ayo written all over it. Ayo all over the place. Pause.
The other witnesses were two Prattville police officers, and the case was tried in Prattville Municipal Court. So it won't surprise you to hear that Randy was determined to be guilty of disorderly conduct.
I don't know how y'all work for these folks. Oh, okay.
They treat everybody the same.
I'm gonna let you lie to yourself. Continue lying to yourself. Lord Jesus, I hope these folks I sued ain't up in here. And abuse me and kick me around. Stay with me in case I die. You know, I'm suing these folks and you know they kill me.
Huh?
I say in case I die, you know I'm suing these folks and they kill me. That's why I want you to call somebody to let them know where I am.
Oh no, they take care of you, county.
Child, I'm suing them. You what part I'm suing, don't you understand? Like Krista Tucker said, you don't understand the words that are coming out of my mouth, man.
You don't need nothing to come out.
But profanity alone is generally protected speech unless it falls into a narrow exception, such as true threats, fighting words, incitement, or speech integral to criminal conduct. Randy alleges that he was arrested, jailed, convicted, fined, placed on probation for a single profane word while he was leaving City Hall without threatening anyone or committing any act of violence. And if the facts are as pled, the court issues whether Prattville used disorderly conduct law to criminalize protected speech.
Oh yeah,
Randy's argument is that the warrant...
They just doing whatever the hell they want. See, that's the dangers about living in the South, man. It's like there's always a trade-off in any circumstance. So you have the ability to see your money go a lot further, right? A lot farther. And but at the same time, you're probably not making as much as you would up here. And then you have to deal with BS like this. You got to deal with these small towns, these small town cops with a chip on their shoulder, a frail ego. And then you get jammed up with all these charges and all you did was cough and, maybe fart the wrong way. And it goes on all the time. Like a lot of these things really aren't reported, but you see it all the time. And it's the same person. It's the same archetype. It's that same kind of overweight cop that talk like this, and I'm gonna get you, and you stole my story. It's the same one every single time. And you hate to put stereotypes around. You hate to throw them around, but most of the time these things fit. And these small town cops, man, like just if you go below the Mason-Dixon line, do the speed limit, have check all your lights at the next gas station if you can. Make sure all your paperwork is there, because they will find any reason to jam you up, tow your car, arrest you on all kinds of charges. You flinched the wrong way. That's resisting. Like anything they possibly can to jam you up, they will do it. They will do it. I couldn't live in the South. I couldn't do it. Nope, I could not do it.
The charging documents, the testimony, were all based on the word bitch, without including threats, violence, obstruction, or public disturbance. And that means that there was no probable cause for an arrest. He's currently appealing the conviction to the Circuit Court of Autauga County, and trial is set for July 13th, 2026. But despite the appeal not being decided, Randy has already filed a lawsuit alleging First Amendment retaliation, false arrest, unlawful detention, municipal liability against the city of Prattville, false imprisonment under Alabama law, due process, evidence suppression, and civil conspiracy in connection with his arrest and prosecution for saying a single profane word inside Prattville City Hall.
He gonna get paid.
Bitch. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video.
Oh, he gonna get paid. He gonna get paid. That's wild. That's wild, wild work. That man got all his rights violated. He got all his rights violated. Everything. First Amendment, Fourth Amendment. Oh, man. False imprisonment. Deprivation of this and that. I mean, he gonna get paid, man. But the thing that irritates me the most is that it doesn't come from the cop themselves when they lose qualified immunity. It's always the taxpayer. It's always the taxpayer that has to pay for these outlandish, crazy things that could have all been avoided had they not hired the wrong person. And it shouldn't be that difficult to get rid of somebody that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all have them on your job. You know this person is a piece of shit. And then they still be there. And it doesn't matter what they do. They could set the place on fire. Yeah, I bet you they be in the next day. I bet you they be in the next day. Same thing with these cops, man. They just move on to the next agency, the next county, the next state over. It doesn't matter. Nothing will change. They will go on to this place and infect that agency or whatever. Keep doing the same old BS. And then move on until eventually they do something so egregious, so insane that they have nothing else to do but to either jail this person, give them prison time, or just put them on the Brady list. I don't know. It's wild, man. It's wild. But this case is something else. I hope that brother gets every penny owed to him, regardless of his his AO status, his pause-worthy status. Everybody deserves justice under the law, equal justice under the law, regardless of how soft you are, or how annoying you may be or be perceived to be. But yeah, I hope that brother gets every single dime that's owed to him. It just sucks that it comes from the taxpayer, not the police unions, which it should. If you lose qualified immunity, man, it should come out of your pension, something that hurts and make you be like, don't do that again, bad policeman. But with that being said, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out sodiumsyndicate.com for all that cool merch, t-shirts, hoodies. Well, definitely t-shirts, man, because it's getting hot out here. It's like 90 degrees already. So, yeah, check us out, sodiumsyndicate.com. Don't forget to like, click the bell, share the video. And what do we say up here? Stay salty, y'all. Peace.